Do you want to build applications with Replit? Then you are in the right video. I'm Roberto Kosha. I'm a quality assurance engineer. I worked for the past 6 years in different companies in different domains, such as the business, medical sector, the HR, and the social media. So stay tuned to this video to continue watching this. Started, we go to the website of Replit, and here you see that you can log in, you can sign up. If you didn't, then sign up to start. If you already did, and probably did, just log in to one of your accounts. I've logged here with one of my accounts, but I already hit the limits of the free calls that I can do. So what I will do, I will log in with another account. So as soon as you get started with another account, you see that it asks you a few questions and gives the welcome, and you're ready to build. Considering we have limited time and limited requests, I did some work before this video, and I basically created a prompt with the video I want to build. Do you remember from the last video, the video of cursor, where I wanted to build, and I showed you a video recording platform where I can switch between the full webcam view and the tutorial view. And if you see in that video, you could see that it was very challenging to build because there were some errors, and actually it's quite complicated, the type of application I wanted to build. And the recording sometimes was working with the audio, sometimes it would not record the switching of the cameras. Basically, it was quite complex. But I was theorizing in the video I made about Lovable AI and bolt.new, which are other fully agentic platform. I wanted to try to build just that feature instead than to build that one feature inside the other features already built before for YouTube scripting video application. So I'm trying to build it by itself, and I thought that would work. It actually didn't with the 5 limited requests in Lovable AI and bolt.new as we see in that video. I'm gonna try to do the same thing now with Replit, but this time I have I've used Claude AI to shape the prompt in such a way that is the clearest possible, and probably hopefully the prompt helps in written well and focused just on writing the prompt can help me probably within the few steps. I'm not sure how many there are, I think 5, to build this feature. Let's see, let's start to do that. Okay, so let's copy the prompt. You cannot see it, I'll show you in a bit. Without going to cloud, you can see here the prompt. There are some core requirements, some key functionalities that I should be able to click right and left arrow to switch between the two views. Some examples, some screen capture memory, basically make sure that this can be recorded, have a good audio working, and also basically that I can pause, resume, all this stuff. So let's start and ask build this application based on the prompt attached. Make it fully functional and click let's start building. So now we probably have to wait a while, and but we'll show you soon how it is building it. But first of all, see how the agentic framework is starting thinking and working at it. You can see that is considering options. You can see definitely that is the agentic framework is working, is even asking some information to approve. And let's see, would you like any of this additional feature? We can also make change later, add download option for different video formats. Well, probably not, because I'm afraid that if the more functionality I add, the more it will not work. Implement video editing capabilities. No. Add visual indicators to keyboard. Create to keyboard visual indicators. Yeah, this probably would be good. Create a plugin system for custom extensions. No, it's fine. Let's approve the plan and let's start. So you see, it's starting to build everything. Is designing the app. Will not waste your time. You can see just that it's working, and I will show you whenever it will be finished. You can see while it's building, which is fantastic. What is interesting of Replit instead of Cursor and other application that it shows the code only when finished to build. Here, actually, it is showing you while it is building the feature that is creating. As I mentioned at the beginning, the purpose is to build a feature by itself to add to my application built so far with Cursor, where this application basically it help YouTubers to write a YouTube script, to edit them, to write description, to add tags, and to add also the possibility to record video within the platform and choosing different views to record, basically to create a suite that you can start to finish a video. A useful suite that is basically an idea that I had. We'll see if it managed to build enough to make me test it and work. But this is an attempt to build the feature by itself and to try different platforms to see also how effective they are. You can see that it's using ShadCDCN UI for the front end. It would be fantastic if you managed to build the entire application or the entire feature in one go, but I don't think. Let's see. In the meantime, I want to talk to you a little bit about myself. I'm very passionate about AI since ChatGPT 3.5 was released. It was really a big wow moment for me. Even though I was a QA engineer already by then, considering that I moved from another career. I moved from nursing to IT, but that maybe is a topic that if you wish me to talk about it, is another topic for another video. But I got this passion since then, and I started following all the AI releases, and the wow moment started really to become to come more often. At the point, then I really needed to. I feel right now that I needed to focus on checking all the news and make sure that I get on top of the situation. Also, because there are a lot of issues and the danger of this AI actually to reduce the amount of jobs available for the IT sector. I tend not to be skeptic to this to happen because, to be honest, if you have senior enough, I believe that AI, even though can do a lot, you can't build everything with it. You need expertise, you need creativity, which this tool don't have yet. So that make me actually safe. By the way, it is important to consider that you should learn these tools so that you can become more performant at your job. And because it is really true that it's not the AI itself that is going to remove jobs from people, but who use them. So if you refrain yourself from using it, that could be dangerous because the world move ahead, and so you should do that. So it actually finished to build application. It asked me to test. Can you switch between recording view? So let's see. Let's test it. So first of all, I'm clicking the camera. It is asking me to allow this website, and that seems like working as expected yet, but I don't see the camera. I can click the screen and choose it. Let's choose this same screen. That I can see the screen, and that is a pass. You switch between the recording view and tutorial view using the left right arrow. Let's see. I'm pressing left and right arrow. Nothing is happening. Here there is a button which is not very clear what it does, but I cannot switch. That's unfortunate. Arrow key. Okay, it does. I need to click inside the preview. How to record, how to use the record. Basically, it is showing how to use the recorder rather than showing the camera. Recording control, finishing the recording. Back to recorder. Let's click this. Nothing is happening. Let's click back. It's not working. I cannot see the webcam in the tutorial view. I can only see the screen, which is already something. I'm clicking to tutorial. And let's click this button to see what does. I can record. Apparently, I tried to switch screen. Nothing happened. Let's stop it. I can download it. Interesting, that works. And let's see if you hear any audio. Well, to be first step, let's trace down what went wrong. So I wrote a prompt. all the errors that I found. Basically, I cannot switch recording views before recording and while recording. So I can switch the views. If I digit left and arrow key, is going to the tutorial explanation on how to use the app and not to the tutorial view with the webcam on the bottom right hand side of the screen and the rest of the page as the chosen screen. The other view should be fully showing the webcam, and I should be able to switch between these views before and during the video without asking me again to choose the screen. The webcam should be shown correctly. The download should show correctly the above, and the audio should work well. I think, let me know in the comment if I missed something in the prompt. It is not perfect English written. I didn't focus on that. I focus more on being clear. I think AI can understand. By the way, let's see if this is enough and if I don't run out of credit. You can see that is reasoning and working on it. It's interesting to understand the workflow, what difference between the others. You see, it's getting an error, but it's understanding. Let's update the hook. It's getting an error. Hope you understand it right away. What need to fix without getting to the end. By the way, the good thing of Replit is that you is basically an AI assistant like Lovable and bolt.new. You can use it on the web right away. And actually, it costs $10 per month. It's not actually very expensive. Like Lovable and bolt.new, if you want to pay for more credits, they are limited and they cost more. By the way, Cursor, to my opinion, so far is the best for the buck you spend. Or if you want to go totally free, you can use Klein. Klein is though an extension that you need to download in Visual Studio Code. You have to then set up an API key with the API of your preference, and you can basically build everything like this, totally almost for free, because you could even use an API of Llama. You could use a free AI, or you could use DeepSeek that is very cheap. It's interesting. It feels like a bit like Manus. It is actually showing the screenshot that it took while building the application, auto debugging, showing code, showing what is it edited. Very interesting. It feels like a Manus on the web. I didn't see this actually happening in Lovable AI and bolt.new. It feels like a pretty unique feature of Replit. The cool thing is that you can deploy. There's a function to deploy, as you can see, and also you can download the code, run it yourself, and then continue to develop on Cursor or whatever or on Replit. By the way, guys, I'm actually considering to find a new job right now because my current company it is not fully remote, and I wish to work fully remote 100% of the time rather than going to the office sometimes a week. So if you're a business owner, let me know. I would. I'm actually actively searching. It completed the application. I implement substantial improvement to the video recorder. Interesting. It all did this so far without any premium plan. So let's try. Let's click to the camera. Yes, the camera seems not working yet, but I would hint that maybe it's because I'm using actually the camera for the video. So I will probably let you know in the end. I will switch off the video and look at it to double check that. By the way, let's check the screen. It is asking me to switch the correct screen. Let's hope it works. It seems it's not. I switch screen. No, it's still the same. Let's try to record. Let's click or R to start recording. No, unfortunately, it is not working. A good test for the AI, quite complex task. So let's phrase again. The webcam is not showing, and neither the PC screen chosen. I cannot switch views, and I cannot record. Also, the recording button is not visible, and the tutorial is not needed. I meant the tutorial view screen instead to from videos that could be full with the full webcam and switching to tutorial when needed. Let's see. This is my probably last attempt before hitting the limit. Let's see. Would like to see a system like Replit or Lovable AI or bolt.new, which is totally free use. I wonder if using Llama or open source models, it could be free. Well, it's not a business model. The all this competition, probably someone that would make this idea happening and run maybe ads only to make money could definitely be interesting and make life easier to everybody to just work just to using a PC connection. By the way, you can see that it's making some changes and it's also the UI is changing. I hope that this time we can see some light. So will this time work? This is my last attempt, maybe. If not, I will try to make some other attempt. But if not, well, is a proof and show that vibe coding requires some look into the code, some expertise. It's a very good starting point at this point, but it's not it. But maybe I'm wrong if all works. Consider that this is gonna just improve and get better and better. But you can see here how the human is needed to fix these problems. And also the problem is with the vibe coding is debugging. You can even build solution that they might get somewhere wrong with the errors. And you need the human then to debug. So who has expertise on that can definitely figure out what went wrong and figure out. You need also to check documentation and understand the latest changes and documentation. That AI even though is becoming better at it because you can also attach documentation to cursor, but it seems not doing it super well yet. It's definitely an improvement, but not. I must say to the people that are seeing the video cut with editing that it is taking me a while to run this command. So it's not something that takes a few minutes. It is taking definitely more than half an hour, 45 minutes. I'm pretty impressed by the way because I'm hitting the usage. I can see that it does the debugging by itself. So it's showing me the application. It is showing me that I have a few other requests and it is asking to upgrade for more. So you can see that the limit of Replit, but you can see that it has much less limit than the competitors. So let's test the application. Let's try to immediately to click the camera. What is here? Fantastic that you can see the console, very easy to understand the way, not readable error, could not start video source, still giving errors. Let's click to the screen, let's like that, uh, let's see, it is showing the screen, good. It is showing also the tutorial view, black, probably because I'm making video. I can switch between the two views, even though the full screen should be a webcam. Instead, it is just the PC screen. Let's try to record the screen. Reset full screen like that. Camera. Let's copy all. Let's copy the error. I cannot play the recording, so I cannot play I cannot record the video with these views, and the first view is not full screen webcam. The second view should be more beautifully appealing as a tutorial view. It should record and then I should be able to download video recorded with the view switched correctly. Let's see if I can. It's not switching. I should be able to switch screen with the left and right arrow, then seeing the tutorial creator, which is not needed. Please fix the errors and make functional the app. I will not keep you waiting. Let's go. I will show you in the end how it is. Would you do something different yourself to make this app working at the first attempt or in few attempts? Let me know in the comment because I'm very curious. By the way, so far from my experience using it, this tool and tools similar tools for complex case scenario, you need definitely to put the personal expertise. I don't see it working fully well in a few commands. By the way, guys, if you're liking this video, consider to like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know. Let's chat. I would love to be in touch with all of you guys. And considering that I have a 60 subscriber, which I'm very grateful for. But these videos, basically, it's difficult to get more people, and I get 99% of people watching that don't subscribe. Let me know if I can improve anything in those videos, or I can make a specific topic for you. I will be very grateful if you can subscribe here below now, the channel. By the way, it's impressive how many calls is able to working with for free. I'm very impressed about Replit. My favorite right now. Guys, so at this point, I would say that we have a verdict because we're basically running out of the free credits. So let's see what is happening now. Did it fix it? Let's click to camera. Nothing happens. Press C. Already I can see that is not working as I wished. But let's see what good thing has been doing. No, guys, it's not. Let's see the second time. Share. There is something wrong. So, guys, it is a attempt failed. Unfortunately, one last attempt. It's barely showing and then disappearing. No, guys, attempt failed. But this was an attempt to show you a complex case and an attempt to fix it. Didn't work. If I wanted to build a landing page, it will work perfectly. But I'm trying to actually test the limit of these tools. For easy use case, I know those tools, they work well, but you need to try a little bit to test it harder because then you can understand the limit and how to surpass the limit. So I'm still on for probably I will use the version I've done with the cursor and try to debug myself. And let me know if you want a video about to see how that went. And that's it. The Replit failed is the best out there, I believe. Better than Lovable, better than bolt.new. We'll try many others. But for today, Replit is the king so far. Cursor obviously is the king, but is in different category. From the online AI agent, I would say Replit so far. It felt better than the others. Subscribe, comment, and see you in the next video.